At Salisbury. Great game for the neutral, I suppose, but not for you, manager today. Very entertaining.
No, not entertaining for me. Again, we showed the ineptitude to defend our own goal, and 8 goals in 2 games is not good enough. There's not much else to say. Like I said, I don't think they've really opened us up at times. I thought they wanted it more than us at times, certainly in the box. And we've been punished for some real poor defending.
Because at times you created plenty of chances, a very good spell for a good 20 minutes, and you could have put the game to bed.
Yeah, we had 20 minutes in the first half. Once we got settled again, we had 20 minutes where we done really well, got ourselves 2-1 up at half time. We talked at half time about making sure we start better second half, and the next goal was important. And then 5 minutes in, we give away another woeful goal. Poor, awful defending from Joel's first free header on the halfway line, and he heads it inside to the forward and not forward. And then after that, it's just put us one error after another for the goal. And then, like I said, and then we sort of imploded a little bit. But even at that time, even before they scored the goal, Jake Sinclair has a great chance to put us 3-1 up, doesn't quite take it. Of 2-2, then John Mills has a great chance, we don't quite take it. So on another day, it could have been completely different. But what is concerning is the amount of goals we're giving away at the moment.
Is it a question of individual errors, or is the shape not quite right for you yet?
No, the shape is fine, because before that, I think we've conceded 4 goals in 9 league games this year. So, and I think we'd had 3 or 4 clean sheets on the bounce. So it's not that. I asked the question in there. It's my responsibility to ask questions of the players, and at the minute I truly question their desire to defend the goal, because I think the 4 goals last week and the 4 goals today were defendable. They haven't cut us open with great play. First one's a corner. Does the lad show more desire to win the first header? And then obviously the lad in front of the keeper gets a little flick. And then after that, we just don't defend properly. And like I said, so I asked the question: are the players that have played the last 2 games good enough, or do we need to go back to the drawing board and look at maybe working even harder? But we worked extremely hard this week on exactly that after last Saturday, and it hasn't quite gone the way we wanted it to today. But like I said, on another day we score the chance and go 3-1 up very early in the second half, and maybe the game's done then. But it wasn't to be. But after that, I expect a reaction from the players when it goes 2-2. And again, we still had the majority of the play at times, but we just couldn't keep one out on the other end.
What options are you likely to look at? Is that going to be changing to maybe a 4-3-3 that was talked about last week, or are you looking at just changing the personnel around?
We're not looking at changing too much at the moment. I think cause like I said, because the players that played today were players that played last year, and they served us well last year. But it can't go on for too much longer, and it may be a change of shape or personnel, whichever we feel at the time that we need to do. The ideal thing for us is we've got a great chance to bounce back on Tuesday and go back to league action, and we've got the league just to focus on now. So it's obviously we'd like to have had a run in this competition, but we wish Salisbury all the best in the next round, and we've got to lick our wounds and try and put it right on Tuesday.
We saw Jimmy Yates going through a pretty intense pre-match fitness test. He can't be far away from starting.
No, hopefully he'll be okay for Tuesday. I think the fact that he was on the bench today shows that he's willing and wants to play. But I just felt it was maybe too early to take a risk from the start. And the game was all about us moving forward. And like I said, and it changed so quickly in the last 20 minutes that it was probably a bit too late to change it to have an impact on anything. So, like I said, we got the 3rd goal and right in the last sort of knock into the game, and then obviously unfortunately we couldn't get it out of our corner down there and couldn't mount another attack to maybe try and snatch one. But it wasn't, like I said, like last week. I thought that at times we looked good, we looked slick, we moved the ball well, we created chances this week which we didn't create last week. But we just didn't take them. But we've just been punished with some really naive defending today.
Jamie Molyneux, is he likely to be in contention on Tuesday? Wasn't here today?
Yeah, hopefully. Yep. He's he wasn't available for today, which we knew about. But like I said, a home game, and he was available for Tuesday. Hopefully Jimmy will be available. Hopefully Tristan will be fit.
Is that a virus?
Yeah, Tristan's been ill all week. Yeah, so like I said, so them three could have a big impact for us on Tuesday at some point in the game. But we've just talked in there, and we're asking the players, They're asking the players about their desire. No one wants to come and not do well. No one doesn't want to come and not lose. They don't want to come and lose. They want to do well. But we do seem to be at the moment. I think like last week, we got punished for every little mistake we made last week, and sometimes it happens. You know, we're getting everything at once at the moment. We've had a lot of injuries with Jamie and Chris and Jimmy and Tristan. You know, so we've got a lot going on that wise, and we haven't really got a huge amount to change with at the moment. But we need to rectify that, and hopefully we'll start getting them back, and we'll get settled. And like I said, the last couple of weeks we've been a little bit unsettled with the changes. But you know, we know that Rob's not a natural right back. But like I said, we need to get through it now and stick together. And you know, which what we said in there is that the only one who's going to get us out of this little two-run defeat that we're on is ourselves. And they've got to pick themselves up now and go at home and put on a performance at home for themselves first, and obviously for the supporters.
Thanks for your time.
No worries.